Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Charlie Krall, the PR director of the ARCA Menard series, a special edition of the ARCA Zoomcast. How's it going, man? It's pretty big, some big announcements in the past few days about who's going to be competing in the ARCA Menard series.
Yeah, I mean, we usually get to this point of the season, Casey, the week of our preseason practice there down in Daytona, and we usually start to see teams announcing, what their plans are for the year, and we've seen some announcements from Venerini Motorsports in the last, couple of hours. We've seen some other teams make an announcement, and of course, we saw the Rhett Jones Racing announcement with television personality Frankie Muniz making his plans known for 2023, and that's kind of been an anticipated, much anticipated little nugget of news, at least on my part, since about October of 2021, when he and I were kind of joking back and forth on Twitter about this. We saw him come and participate in this pre-race practice last year with Andy Hillenberg's team, and he was really I was really impressed. He speaks the lingo. He is a racer. He knows the sport. He knows, what it entails to be a race car driver. He's done it, out on the West Coast. He's participated in some, mid-level open wheel series in the past, and I'm excited to have him. I think he's going to bring a pretty bright spotlight with him wherever he goes, and I know they've got some pretty good plans on what they would like to do for this year that they'll talk about as the season goes on here. But I think it's nothing but good news for those of us who follow the ARCA Menard series.
Yeah, and what a time to for the series. And not every day you get to have your stories retweeted by TMZ, People Magazine, and really everything. Just with that, just what's it like to get that much exposure for this series?
It's fantastic. I mean, they call that type of exposure, Casey, earned media, because you can't pay for it. We couldn't pay to be in People Magazine. That's just how it works. But here we are. We've got somebody who has a built-in following coming along with, and he's going to come and race with us, and I think that's fantastic. To see the ARCA Menard Series brand and the ARCA Menard Series name there in on TMZ Sports and on the TMZ main page and People Magazine, and it's wonderful. It really is. It's the type of attention that I think every sporting sanctioning body in the country would like to receive. It's good, it's positive, and it brings eyeballs that wouldn't ordinarily see what you're up to. So yeah, it's going to be great. I think that's really what we would like to do, Casey, is we'd like to put our product in front of a set, some eyeballs that don't normally look at it, and I think this is going to be a great way to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so for, let's talk about the other announcements that we've had. Jesse Love was announced yesterday. He'll be full-time in the series with Venerini Motorsports. Go catch my channel. We did talk with him yesterday. We also talked with Christian Rose, who also made an announcement yesterday. What's it like to have both of them? I was reading Mark Crystal's a tweet he just sent out. Look at just a diverse group of people that are coming in there, like from series veterans to fence company owners to former Hollywood actors, former baseball players. They all want to come run in the ARCA Menard series.
It's a great place to be, man. And I've been telling people this for a couple of years. It's not as dire as the naysayers on social media would lead you to believe. It really is, the health of our series is, it's unquestioned, if you ask me. We've got great partners who are behind us in Menards and a very long list of vendors, including companies like Procter and Gamble and the Reese's brand and Richmond Water Heaters and General Tire. These are not small companies, Casey. They have bought into what we're doing, and they believe in it, and they support it wholeheartedly. And we've got a great group of racetracks, and really, as important as all of that is, it really, really, truly is. we've got the support of Jim France and Mike Helton and the entire NASCAR system behind us. They want us to succeed, and we have grown. We have the car counts have been up. Attendance has been up. Car, ratings have been really, really solid. And all that we need to do, Casey, is start adding, some more. Keep doing what we're doing. Start adding some more, race cars to the grid, and we're doing that. And to bring in some of these folks, um, you know, Frankie Muniz, Greg Van Alst, Christian Rose, Jesse Love. Like you said, what a diverse group of guys. But each and every one of them brings a great story. Greg, a guy, just like me, a guy with a dream. He's a blue collar guy who owns his own company and wants to come and race. And did the road to Daytona a few years ago and really got the bug and said, I want to race at Daytona. I want to race at Talladega. I want to race at Michigan. And this is the level I can do it. And he's doing it. He's built a brand new race shop. He's adding equipment. He's, buying new hauler, and he has invested in the sport. And to have all 20 races next year on Fox Sports is just going to be huge for a guy like him. And then you talk about Jesse Love. Jesse's going to be 18 this year, 18, and he's already a two-time West champion. And it just has an unbelievable resume for a young man that age. And I am, as I've told you before, Casey, I am a huge fan of everybody that comes and races with us. I am not unbiased at all. I am a fan of everybody, whether it's Jesse Love or Brad Smith or Wayne Peterson's team or Greg Van Alst or Amber Balkin or everybody. I want everybody to have a great day. I want everybody to do the very best that they can. And if the best for you on any given day is first place or 15th place, I want you to go do it. And I'm going to be happy for you when you achieve that goal. And I'm going to be bummed for you if you don't. But I do. I take a little extra pride in Jesse Love because I have had the opportunity to call those West races, and I called his first win there at Utah Motorsports Campus, and I called his first championship, and then that improbable tie for the championship 2 years ago. I was the play-by-play guy for those, and I take a little extra smile to see him get that opportunity to come in and run for a championship. And I'm happy that he's going to be doing it with a team that I think is going to give him the opportunity to compete for that championship. He's going to have his hands full, man. I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk, to win any one of those 20 races. And I think, before the season's over with, he's going to have a challenge for that championship too. I mean, it tends to work out that way. So it's going to be a great year, man. And I'm stoked to be on my way to Daytona. As you can see, I'm in a Air ARCA here, stopped on the side of the road on the West Virginia Turnpike, and I'm on my way down to Daytona, and I just can't wait to get down there.
Okay, so all right, one more thing. Since you're in West Virginia, we have to talk about Christian Rose because, of course, he's
sure.
Of course, another new team coming into ARCA with AM Racing. I know there has been talks about, I know we won't have GMS this year, but having new teams come in to the sport is obviously good.
We have calls from people that quite candidly we have not heard of and not heard from in the past. We've had those all winter long, man. There's a lot of interest from people who have not competed with us before, and that's great. That's what we want. I wrote the story of Cole Duncan the other day, sprint car racer from Southern Ohio, who's coming down and might be the only opportunity he ever has to make laps at Daytona, and he's going to do it with Andy Hillenberg's team, over the weekend. And that's what this platform is, man. It's a chance for you to come and race at the biggest levels, the biggest racetracks, the most legendary venues in all of racing. We don't all have the Hendrick Motorsports budget. We don't have millions and millions of dollars, but if you have enough money and you can scrape it together, you can come down here and get in a car and come compete. And we love to hear it. we are open in welcoming to all of these people. Whether you're a Maury Gallagher or a team owner that we have yet to hear from or hear of. That's we want you to feel welcome. We're going to do everything we can to help get you out on the racetrack and make your experience racing with us as pleasant and successful as it could possibly be. And it's great to hear all of these these stories of folks who want to come and compete with us and finally able to make it happen. Christian's a great guy. We spent a lot of time with him last year. Casey, I know you were a part of that. He came and joined us at our high school visit there in suburban Toledo, and he came up even though he wasn't even racing. He wasn't. He was supposed to, but kind of plans changed at the last minute, and he still came, and he had a great time, and he spoke to dozens of kids about how important that sponsorship is to get him out on the racetrack, and he did it with a smile, and it just what a great guy. And I'm looking forward to having him all 20 weeks next year too. It's going to be great to have the AM racing team back with us. That's kind of the amalgamation of Austin Wayne Self's family team and Kevin Sawinski's Wintron Racing. Great to have both of them back in a full-term capacity here in 2023, and I'm just looking forward to seeing them out on the racetrack.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much. Go watch Secret Agent Cody Banks tonight, and then we'll
you got it.
Catch up on Mountain in the Middle while you're at it too, bud.
You got it. I can't wait till he is a stack 3 wide at Daytona in the middle to see how our friends at Fox Sports cover that one, huh?
Yeah, that'll be fun. My good buddy Jonathan Fiel was mentioning that in the chat in our reporter group chat. So can't wait for that too. Charlie, have some fun this weekend at the ARCA test. We're going to be talking with you before the season for our ARCA preview for Daytona. It's going to be coming before you know it.
You got it, buddy. Thanks for having me, Casey.